Finding someone to do your hair can be annoying and also expensive, but learning to do your own hair, now that's a different story. Not only can you save money, but you can also make money. I'm going to show you guys on this episode how to do some feed-in knotless braids. Ready to learn? Let's go.
Go take a look up in the mirror. You gotta see a little clearer.
Welcome to another episode of Deja Vu, you guys. Y'all already know what it is. How we do. Before I get any further, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Kindly subscribe to the channel. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that notification bell and get your subscriptions and notifications on today. So yes, I'm actually going to go and get my nails done today. When I've been doing my videos, y'all probably been noticing that my nails have not been done. That's because my daughter actually has been getting her hair done often for the past few weeks. Not only that, after I came back from my honeymoon, it was almost time for school to start, so I had to get kids' hairs done. Their friends wanted their hairs done. Hi. Oh, you want to see the video? Yes. Oh, I'm coming. He was trying to get his camera time.
That was funny.
I know that's right.
Don't be behind me.
I'm gonna go wash my hands. As y'all can tell, I'm about to go get my nails done real quick. I wash my hands for safety. And then after that, it's on and popping and I'm going home. But yeah, everybody been needing their hair done lately, so I've been needing to keep my nails short so that I can do a lot of gripping and whatever. But now it's on and popping. I'm getting ready to get my nails on. Nobody gonna ask me to do their hair. Although there are some styles I can do with my hair. I mean with my nails long, but I prefer not to. But anyways, we'll go over a couple of hairstyles that I've been doing. I actually taught my daughter how to do the feed-in braids, so we'll get into that. But let me go get my nails done, and I'll be back. So I always have to get a pedicure when I come and get my full set. That's like a combo. And the massage chair is just a plus. I love it. Here we go again with these massage chairs. My husband gonna kill me because this is exactly where I'm gonna spend most of my money at. Massage items. Massage chairs and furniture. Yeah. It's been a while. We'll be back. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. So I actually wanted to get some of the hair done before giving this tutorial. You'll want to get your own braiding hair. And I don't have a particular brand to use because with this style, it's just simple box braids. So you can use any braiding hair. So as you can see, I actually already have my hair out and I already started. So we're going to jump in right where I left off. You'll take your hair and you'll want to separate pieces. I like to estimate between 1 to 2 centimeters. It really just depends on how big you're trying to get your braids. And for this style, she wants a small medium size. So I'm only getting a very small amount of hair. You don't want to get too much because you risk the chance of your braids not smoothly feeding into one another. But you'll separate each piece of hair and set it to the side. You'll basically repeat these steps until the whole bundle of hair is done. Again, make sure you're separating the hair in small sections. You don't want it too big, just kind of like this size right here. About as thick as the end of a rat tail comb. Now once you have all your hairs separated, you'll want to lay them close to you, somewhere in close reach. Set them in a line. I like to put mine in order. you'll actually see that some of them might be actually bigger than the other, and that's okay. You're not going to get them all on the same size, but it actually helps to have some that's not so small because it actually helps fill in the braid once you form the size you're looking for. So starting off, you'll want to get you a nice row of hair, and you'll want to separate that from the rest. Right here, as you can see, I already started braiding. So I'm going to bring you guys in the middle of the braids. Here I have a straight part going across the top. I like for my parts to be staggered. As you can see, none of the parts feed into each other. Now once I get this part straight, you'll be able to see where it lands. It actually ends on top of another box, not in between the braids, but on top of the box. That way, you'll be able to get a more fuller look, and it'll actually help to keep your braids about the same size, giving each box the similar size. And I like to make sure by pre-parting the sections that I'm going to be doing in the row. As you can see here, all of the sizes are about the same. So now I'm going to mark that one in the middle, and I'm going to move on to the braid. Now, you'll want to take your free section of hair and separate it into 3 parts. Once your pieces of hair are separated, you'll want to begin braiding. Right strand under middle to grab left. Then you'll take left under middle to grab right. You'll do that again. Right under middle to grab left. Left under middle to grab right. Now you'll take a piece of hair and you'll wrap it around your finger. I like to grab it with my pinky. You'll take one end of the hair into the braid. Start braiding. Then you'll take the other hair that's loose and bring it into the braid and braid again. You'll grab some more hair, put it in, start braiding, leaving that other hair out to grab and feed into the braid. Now you'll repeat this step until you see what size of braid you prefer is starting to form. Here, this is about the 4th braid that I've fed into this hair. Now I'm going to do another one because I want it to get as thick as the other ones that you see. So I'm going to continue to do this step until I see the size that I want. As you can see, it's starting to form, looking like a natural braid from the scalp. Now that I'm getting the size that I'm actually going for, I'm going to keep braiding. Now you don't want to do too many feed-in braids too close together because depending on what length you want to go for, you'll want to give it a little bit more time before adding another piece of hair. Adding another piece closer to the end is going to lengthen out the braid. So if you want extremely long hair, you can continue braiding, and when you get closer to the end, you can start feeding in more hair, and that'll actually give you a long box braid. Now at this point, I'm pretty satisfied with the size of the braid that I formed. So now I'm going to continue braiding the hair until I reach the end. Now as you can tell, the braid looks like it's actual natural hair. You don't see any lumps at the top as if the hair was added in. So I'm getting to the end, and here I'm realizing I want a little bit more length. So now I'm adding some more hair. I'm feeding that in just to give it a little bit more length. And not only am I giving it more length, if you can tell, I'm actually giving it a little bit more fullness. And that helps as the braid gets to the end and goes slimmer to give that thin look, as you can see here. Now I've gotten to the end, So you're going to just continue braiding and braiding and braiding until we get a little bit further down, leaving some of the ends out because, of course, she wants it to have that natural braided hair look. You'll repeat these steps to apply to each braid, giving you that full feed-in box braid look. But wait, let's go over it again. Now, this time, she wants her hair done similar, but with body wave hair pieces. And this style actually gives the illusion that there's some hair still left out, and it leaves crinkle ends versus the straight ends. This is a little bit more fuller than the last time, and definitely longer. As you can see, again, I've already did some of her hair, well, most of the hair, before showing you guys this tutorial. So as you guys can see, again, as I'm parting staggered. That way, my parts do not meet each other. I do not like when the parts meet each other because it gives such a bland look to the hairstyle. And be for real, who wants to have a bland hairstyle? That's the whole purpose for us getting our hair done, so that we can show off and be different. But anyways, let's get into it. Y'all already know what's about to go down. We're going to go ahead and start pre-parting our sections and get ready to get our hair pieces in reach so that we can start braiding. We're going to go ahead and take this section, separate it into threes. Again, you're going to take the right strand under to the left, grab it. Take the left strand under, grab the right. And again, you're going to do that until you form a lock piece of braid. We're going to go ahead and bring the braid in on the right. Start braiding. Take the loose hair around and feed it into the braid. You're going to braid to lock it in and prepare to grab another piece of hair. Now, as you can see, it is starting to form a natural braided look. And as soon as I get my camera back down and steady, I will be ready to grab another piece of hair. So you're going to continue braiding. And then, like I said, you're going to grab another strand of hair. You're going to loop it around your entire hand, holding the left strand of the hair with your pinky, feeding the right strand into the braid. Again, start braiding. Then you're going to take that loose piece and pull it around and feed it into the braid. Again, you want to keep your hands kind of steady so that the braid does not bulge up. For this style, again, she's going for a more small size, so we don't have to add so much hair in. But as you can see here, it is giving very much a natural braided look. So I want it to be a little bit more fuller, so I'm going to add more hair, another strand. I'm going to bring that strand back over, feed it into the braid that's loose. I'm just going to keep braiding at this point. I feel like now I may want to thicken it. So I'm going to add a little bit more hair. And I think this is going to be the final strand to give it that full look that I'm going for. Remember when you're feeding in your braid, not to pull in the hair that's hanging on to the side. You want to have a tight glitch on the braid so that the hair doesn't slide as you're braiding. I know I may not be explaining this to the full detail that might help, but I'm hoping that this video does help you guys because a lot of people asked about feed-in braids and a lot of people asked how to get them so smooth looking. And I just wanted to help you guys and give you guys this tutorial so that maybe it would work. So now we're just going to go and continue braiding. Of course, she wants this style to be past her butt, so I'm going to braid until it gets super long. Now, as I get to the end, this is where we're going to do things a little different because, again, like I said, she wanted the body wave. So at the end, when I get a little closer to the end, I'm going to measure out how much hair I want left out because she wants the ends crinkling. So now as I realize how much of that hair is going to be left out, I'm going to feed this into the braid just as I was doing the regular braiding hair. I'm going to wrap it around, feed the right side into the braid, holding the left side with my pinky. After I braid it in, I'm going to bring that left side around and continue braiding. Now once I've gotten this braid full, it's just basically braiding until the end from here. This is going to give it the crinkly end look. As you can see here, it's going to get rid of the straight hair at the end and leave nothing but a crinkled end. That way we can avoid having to do rods, and it'll just give it its own curly ends. And so now you can see the braid has its full crinkled ends. You don't see any more of the straight hair. And now the braid is done. Nice and crinkly, looks natural, looks like it just braided into a crinkle hairstyle. Now we move on to the next. Now for this next braid, I'm actually going to do something a little different because with some of the braids, like I said, it gives some of the illusion that the hair is left out. So when I'm braiding this one, I'm actually going to add some of the body wave hair closer to the top and leave it out, giving that half done look. Okay, so now I've already added regular braiding hair to start my feed-in braids. Now I'm going to take the body wave hair at the top and I'm only going to bring a little bit in. I'm going to leave most of the body wave hair out because I'm not going to braid it into the hair. I'm actually going to leave that left side out. So I'm going to secure that over to the side and get the rest of my regular braiding hair and continue feeding in the braids. And as you can see, that right side of the crinkle body wave hair is very short. I left a lot out on the left side and only a little bit fed in on the right side. So again, I'm going to go around, do my feed-in braids, and I'm going to keep braiding, leaving that crinkled body wave hair out just to do its thing. Once we finish braiding this hair, again, getting it to the right size, how thick we want it, we're just going to braid it all the way down and follow the steps at the end to create the crinkled hair look. Okay, so now we've reached the bottom again. Remember, you don't want to braid too far down because you want to leave some of the hair with length so that way you can braid the body wave hair in and measure the right amount of hair you want left out. That's how I like to measure it. I put it at the ends and I'll see, estimate how much will probably be left out. So again, we're going to take that end piece. We're going to braid a little bit further down because I actually want a little bit more of the braid, more of the crinkle actually to show versus the hair. So now that I've gotten down to the length that I want, I'm actually realizing that I need to loosen it so that I can have, I think I have too much crinkle hair. So I'm going to loosen some and then start braiding in my body wave hair. Again, we're going to wrap it around, feed into that right side. Once that has formed a lock, you're going to take the other side and feed it back in to the right side. So clearly, as you can see, all we're doing is just adding in that body wave at the end to give it that final crinkle end look. Now, you can use product while you're braiding hair if you like. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on the style. This style really didn't need too much. All right, y'all. So at the end of the braid, you want to twist a little bit if you want to get it to give more curl look, to get that form back in. And there you have it. Again, repeat that until you have completed the hairstyle and given the look that you desire. We are finally done. Her hair is complete. As you can see, there are no parts that match and meet up, and her hair is full. Now, we are going to definitely put some of the ends in water to give the rest of the crinkle look. Most of the hair is already crinkled. The rest will crinkle when you put it in the hot water. All right, guys, we are done officially. It has been dipped in water. We have been trimmed. Hair has been completed. So, Kimani, please tell me, what was your inspiration for this hairstyle?
People on TikTok.
Okay, all right. So we got TikTok users to be thankful for this hairstyle. So how do you like it? Did it turn out exactly how you wanted it?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see you do some movements. Let me see what you look like. And it's not too tight for you? I know you said the knotless braids are usually easy on the scalp. So you ready for the first day of Skazoo? Big ninth grader. Walking there with the inches and everything. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay, okay. Right, right. And what's your name? What's your name, girl?
Kimani Johnson.
Oh, okay, Kimani Johnson. Well, welcome to ninth grade, Kimani Johnson. Ooh, with your middle school shirt on. It's okay.
We're not there no more.
All right, y'all. So that is it. Just wanted to give y'all a quick look at how we finished, how we started, how we did. Yes, so y'all know how to do feed-in braids, feed-in knotless braids. Thanks to Kimani. We got the knotless braids going on in here. Nice, clean. Y'all see it. All right, y'all. Deuces. Stay tuned for another episode of Teja Vu.